Good morning, SMF MMTs and the people who care about the biotech sector. This is the biotech sector right here, and we have a darling in here called Human Genome Sciences. That's this right here, Human Genome Sciences. 25 by 2501. Of course, we put our money up when we talk. We got to own 6,000 shares right here. And the thing about it is, one of the things that we're going to talk about is why this human genome is going to end up being a leader in the BTK.X Biotechnology Index. And as it leads the way and other biotechs are pioneering the way, human genome is going to be the darling. Now, what are we going to talk about? The lupus treatment. We're going to talk about a very special thing that all the professionals and the day trading quote community and all the people on the internet, and everyone's got an opinion and everyone's got to say, but here's the most important thing they forgot. Here's something that's hugely been overlooked about human genome. HGSI SPA agreement with the FDA. Two companies with SPA agreements are PLX, that's one, and HGSI Human Genome Sciences. But what is an SPA and why is it so important and not discussed in the whole approval process? And why has this critical fact been ignored by the professional community? Maybe they're wannabe professionals. Okay? The thing about it is, it's been ignored, and one thing about SMF Street, we're only here to enlighten people with the truth. Whether that is good truth or if there's something bad, we don't care. The truth is the truth. That's what we're here to talk about. So what is an SPA? Special Protocol Assessment. The FDA and a company agree on all aspects of the design and analysis of a clinical trial before it begins. So long before the clinical trials that began for lupus, Benlysta, is that the two agencies had gotten together, and it's a very rare event with an SPA. And basically the FDA makes the tacit agreement that if the trial is run exactly as designated in the SPA and the results are positive, the FDA will approve the drug. Now, let's talk a little bit about why this has been overlooked, because people don't know. But they always have opinions, don't they? And they're always short sellers, bears that are on the name. Of course, they're always making a big thing. Well, let us not forget that Human Genome had a 13-2 approval, and that was on December 9th. December 9th, I'm sorry, it was prior to December 9th. December 9th was supposed to be the decision day. They did extend it till March 10th. Today is 2/10/2011, and we're within 30 days of that FDA. Now, the thing that's very important is that when they go through this special protocol assessment, is that Human Genome has delivered everything that has been requested. All of the safety factors, labeling issues, how they're going to administer it, how the trials broke down, what some of the concerns were in the African community. I'm sorry. I hope that lupus can treat all gender and all DNA components within human beings who suffer from the drug. However, due to the fact that there was very little participants in that Human Genome had met that endpoint. And now what they're doing is they're putting together the labeling issues that need to be done. One of the things that I would like to point out on SMF Street is that yesterday on 2/9/2011, Human Genome Sciences had 49 job postings in the Washington Post. And they are gearing up to hire everyone. They have their manufacturing facilities set up, the buildings, all of which cost a lot of money. And GlaxoSmithKline, well, on their side of the pond, they're ramping up as well. And one of the things that we like about the FDA is that the honesty and the integrity of Human Genome Sciences earned an SPA agreement with the FDA because they did. Therefore, Human Genome Sciences have worked very carefully with the FDA on this agreement on all aspects of the design and the analysis of clinical trial. So long before they got into the clinical trial, they had gotten together with the FDA, said, well, this is what we're going to do as we go down this very long road and we start to treat people in our clinical trials, is that they met every specific endpoint that needed to be met. We feel that the approval for people that suffer from lupus, there hasn't been a cure in 52 years, and Human Genome said, we're not here to cure people with lupus. We're here to treat people with lupus. And treating the symptoms is the most wonderful thing for those people who suffer with that disease. It's a very, very, very bad disease, lupus. It affects male and females, kids, adults. It doesn't matter. What does matter is the integrity, the agreements with the FDA, the due diligence, and everything set forth that Human Genome has met all requirements. They are out to hire people in full force because they are. And the thing about it is, they don't put up the millions of dollars to go through all of these troubles to do all of the hiring that we showed yesterday. Okay, there was 49 job postings in all areas of what it would take to be able to make sure that the distribution and manufacturing and distribution and execution and treatments are going to get to the population who suffer. Most importantly is the Human Genome Sciences technology goes way beyond lupus. It goes into many other areas, some in oncology, some in other areas, but they have specific things that work with the immune system. And you can go to the Human Genome website, HGSI, Human Genome Sciences website, and you can read up on all of the things that they have done. And the unfortunate thing over the last several months, with the amount of millions of dollars and the hard work to bring this medicine to the forefront to help people, is that people have bashed the company, people have put down the company, people say no, that this can't get approved, and that's all the emotional part of the public investment that comes from the public and their rhetoric. But I'm going to tell you, they're going to deliver. And they're going to deliver something that goes way beyond what their original intent was for lupus and Benlysta, is that it goes into many other areas. And not only that, Human Genome has been added to a very, very special group of other leading biotech stocks, such as some of the leaders that are in here in the biotech index. There's about 14 other big companies. Genzyme is in there. We've got lots of other ones, and they added Human Genome to that list of people, of those biotech companies that are going to be involved moving forward. And so what we're looking at over the years to come, Human Genome has spent its entire life cycle as a company trying to bring the most innovative and creative and successful medication to people who suffer in many things. And there are many other things that Human Genome is working on that we look forward to this year in 2011 and 2012. And that everybody's got an opinion. And the thing that we don't like at SMF Street is how the broader people out here can make these opinions, these analyses, without even understanding what is really going on. Well, this is a very, very special thing that's been overlooked, and it's called SPA. And you can go to the FDA website for the people that review the videos here outside of our MMT network worldwide. Those are market maker traders worldwide. Is that you can make sound decisions by looking at the real, true facts instead of fantasy. The investment communities out here live in a lot of fantasy. This is not fantasy. This is reality. And the reality is, I'm going to go right back down here. Designated the SPA and results are positive, the FDA will approve the drug. That's part of that special SPA. Once again, thank you for taking time to review Human Genome Sciences. We don't put buys or sell recommendations. We buy our own, and we bought 6,000 shares of it right here. And we're going to be holding for that approval date. And that's the wonderful thing about biotech. The wonderful thing about it is that people suffer worldwide. People suffer in the U.S., and the Food and Drug Administration has a due diligence. Obviously, they chose to go this route with this special SPA agreement.